Hello Internet, it's me Em, and today we are going to be talking about another Disney movie. I was actually planning on moving on and doing something a little different today, but then I looked up just a list of all of the top movies with really great messages because I needed some inspiration, and this one came up and I was like, I can't believe I haven't done this movie yet. So that's what we're talking about today. And now that I've built up enough suspense, even though you can all see the title, we're going to be talking about Zootopia.
Coming through. Excuse me, pardon.
There probably are more of you that aren't familiar with Zootopia since it is one of the newer Disney movies, and the story is a lot less simple than in other Disney movies, so I will give some quick spoiler warnings. I will try not to spoil the entire plot of the movie or anything like that, but there's going to be some things where you might be spoiled. Our main characters are Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. Judy Hopps is a bunny and she wants to be a cop, and then Nick Wilde is a fox and I don't really know what he wants to do, but he's there. In the end of the movie this comes up more, but I don't really know how to describe it without spoiling that part. So Zootopia is like a big city for all different types of animals to live together happily. However, we understand that they're not all happy because one of the main messages within Zootopia is about racial profiling, especially because bunnies and foxes have a natural predator-prey relationship, and in Zootopia they're trying to talk about this and that this isn't a problem anymore. However, there's still discrimination faced against foxes by the bunnies and other prey animals.
If the world's only gonna see a fox as shifty and untrustworthy, there's no point in trying to be anything else.
Nick, you are so much more than that.
Unlike some other Disney movies, Zootopia goes pretty in-depth about its message, and you get to see it pretty clearly. It's a very key plot point that the predators are being discriminated against and are being framed for things because of what people think of them and what has happened in the past, and it's just a big part of the story, so it's hard to miss. I should inform you guys that I haven't watched this movie in a while, so the plot stuff might be a little bit more foggy for me. However, I do really remember that the key idea was that Judy Hopps has some of these pre-existing notions about Nick and other foxes, and the movie plays with these ideas and the two characters. It's a very interesting dynamic, and I think it's an important movie to watch.
You can't just touch a sheep's wool.
It's like cotton candy.
Stop it. Where to? Rainforest District.
In the real world, racial profiling is a big issue as well. We see incarceration rates for African Americans and other communities of color is really high, and especially with other movies cover this issue as well. We have Just Mercy is one that I think of that just came out. It's more focused on the death penalty, however I think it covers this issue as well because the people in there are innocent and framed for their crimes due to the color of their skin. But for a Disney movie, we can't really talk about the death penalty, so it's going to be a lot lighter than that, even though this movie actually does cover some serious topics.
No! What did I do wrong, you guys? No! Please tell me, what did I do wrong? What did I do?
If you thought we would ever trust a fox without a muzzle, you're even dumber than you look.
Just to give you an idea of actually how impactful Zootopia was, it's not only about the discrimination that the predators are facing in society, because Judy Hopps is a bunny. A big thing, especially in the beginning of the movie, is that bunnies can't be police officers, and she really tries to defy the stereotype in order to become a police officer and be successful, even though everyone tells her not to and that she can't.
O-M goodness. They really did hire a bunny. What? I gotta tell you, you are even cuter than I thought you'd be.
This is another important topic, and I think it should not be taken lightly that this happens in society as well. It's not just because she's a bunny. In this example, there's a lot of situations where people think they can't do something because of who they are or what they look like or their qualities or all the stuff. And this also falls on racial lines as well. And just like based on your background, you think maybe you can't do something because there's no one out there who's doing it who looks like you. So basically, I feel like Zootopia is just like a mismatch of all these different ideas and all these different great morals and messages that it has towards kids and towards anyone who watches it, really. I watched this one when it came out and I really enjoyed it. If you have not seen Zootopia yet, I highly recommend you watch it. It's pretty underappreciated compared to the other Disney films that have come out recently, and it's really, really fun.
We are in a really big hurry.
I am on
It?
break.
If you have not remembered, or if you forgot what I said this whole time, it's bad to have preconceived notions about people and discriminate them based on their ancestry, and also it's okay to go and do something different, and if you put in enough effort you could actually be successful in something that you don't think that you can do based on your background, and just be a good person and be accepting of others. The next video I have coming up on this channel is in the form of a media analysis video, so just keep in mind it will be much more formal than the other videos I have on this channel. That will be coming in 2 weeks as my next media morals video. I just thought it fit a similar pattern and a similar style as these videos, so it made sense to put it up here. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for sitting through. Bye, Internet!